Now you made a comment about your hair
I did. Yeah.
and how
My
highly flammable it was.
highly flammable. I'm responsible for like half of the ozone layer hole, whatever. That's me. By the hairspray. The amount of hairspray I use.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Don't Overthink It. I am your host Donny, and today with me is my co-host 40 Cal TV. We have a guest in today. We have OMG Fiasco. Fiasco's coming in. She's a DMZ streamer. So we'll give her a minute to go ahead and introduce herself. Fiasco?
I will introduce myself, but 40, I did lie. I thought I was subscribed, but I wasn't until just now. No.
Wow.
I know. I take pride in not being a liar, but I did just lie to you. Yeah, and I'm very sorry.
Always lying.
Well, I'm Fiasco. I don't know what else there's to say except for I like to have a good time. I like to stream. It's been fun to get to know all these people and all like different dynamics, and I love DMZ for some unearthed, God knows what reason. Who knows? Even with the cheaters, and I still won't go back to my PlayStation. I've just had a lot of fun this last year. It's been a great outlet for me to be able to stream and play games and just kind of lose myself sometimes in doing this, which is good because the world is crazy out there, and I know it's not just me. Everybody's going through it. You know, everybody I talk to is going through it. So this is just a great way for me to get outside of my head. You know, because I need it. I need it. Lord knows. That's what my therapist says, at least.
Yeah. So I
That's what they all say.
Yeah, that's what they all
I'm into
say.
gaming. I don't like I told you earlier. I don't stream. I tried to, but I didn't. 40 Cal was there to try to help me set it up, but that didn't work out. That's probably because I was taking his advice.
Wow. Talking about jealousy. No.
Yeah. No. Seriously, I was like, man, if I could have done that, I would have. But for some reason, even with the Elgato stuff, it doesn't want to, like, I get static. I have my latency's off and whatever, you know. So I just like forget it. We're gonna not even mess with it. But so Fiasco, what got you into gaming, and what was your first system you played on? I mean, tell us a little bit about your gaming history.
I've always been into games, like since I was a kid. 007, you guys remember that game? God, it wasn't
64.
Yeah, it wasn't even my game. I used to go to my neighbor's house. I would walk. So I used to live in Jersey, and I would walk through my aunt's like backyard, like it was legit the woods, just to get there. I'd come home with ticks, all this stuff, just to go play at his house. And so when my cousin was moving to Florida, he's like, I know you like to play games. He gave me his Nintendo 64. That was my first gaming experience. And of course, Super Mario, of course. What else did I play? But when we moved to Florida, all I had was my Game Boy because we got rid of a lot of stuff to move here because we drove from Jersey, unfortunately, and my dad was broke, so he sold it. He sold it, so I don't have it anymore. I had a Game Boy. I played Pokemon. What else did I play? I didn't have a lot of games. I was kind of broke when I was a kid. Well, my dad was broke. All kids are broke.
So I noticed a lot of people take that route coming in. They used to play the Nintendo and
Yeah.
Super Nintendo, and then they go into Game Boys. And a couple of the previous people that we've had on, like Irish, he did, his route was the same way. You know, he would have a Super Nintendo, the Game Boy, and then he would start off with Mario and like Street Fighter and different things like that. You know, so it seems like there's a chain of, you know, I guess at the time it's the only way. It's the only thing you had, right? I mean,
Right.
it's the only system you had. You didn't have PlayStation or Xbox or computer at the time, the PCs at the time, so you didn't have that variety of systems to pick out of. You just had the one Nintendo, and I guess you had Sega, but that was older. That was before, a couple years before the Nintendo and stuff.
I did have a PlayStation 2 after that, when I was a little bit older. Tony Hawk was like the only game I had, so I played that. And what was the other one? It used to be I can't even remember right now. It used to be a kids cartoon on like Nickelodeon. I had like those two games.
Oh, like Rugrats and stuff like
It was not Rugrats, but they were like skaters.
Oh, Rocket Power.
Yes, Rocket Power. That's what it was.
Yeah,
I used to have that game.
That one.
That was my favorite show of all time.
Yeah, Rocket Power. That's what it was. I'm glad you remembered.
That actually got me into skating when I was a kid, watching Rocket Power.
Yeah.
That was like one of the best shows ever.
Yeah, it turns out I was way too clumsy to actually skateboard in real life, so I got super into it on my PlayStation. I think it was a 2. I played Scarface for a little bit. That was fun.
So
I think that's how I got into shooter games, like, you know.
So you mentioned skateboarding. Every time I got on a skateboard, I would run my fingers over. Even if I was trying to stand up, somehow my fingers would get run over. I don't know if you guys ever experienced that.
Yeah, I did have a skateboard, but it didn't last very long. Even now, like yesterday, I was wearing shorts, and I'm like, where did these bruises come from? I'm talking to my friend about it. I'm talking to him, and I'm walking away. And as soon as I do that, I ran right into a bar stool at work. And I was like, oh, that's where they come from. I just run into stuff. I just run into stuff all the time. I'm very clumsy. So, yeah, no, skateboarding wasn't for me. I found out real quick. Yeah. I got a big old scar on my forehead from like just trying to be sporty.
Don't lie, you're trying to be Harry Potter.
Yeah, that too. That's why I actually keep my hair over my forehead so you can't see that scar. Yeah. You guys ever heard of the GATE program?
The boy who lived.
Yeah.
The
I'm
GATE
surprised.
program?
Yeah, you ever heard of the GATE program?
Mm-hmm.
Has a thing apparently, like, it's been confirmed in like the CIA stuff where they like tested kids for like high IQs. So one of them is a forehead scar, and I was like, that was me. And then they used to put like headphones on your head, and they would like play different frequencies and be like, oh, did you hear it on your right or your left? And you'd have to like raise your hand and stuff like that. So I had all of those things except for the IQ part, I guess.
So
because it's like testing they did when you were a kid, like in elementary through like middle school. They like pulled you out, and I thought I was just being pulled out because Spanish was actually my first language, and I thought I was going to like an ESOL, English Speakers of Other Languages program. Yeah, but apparently that's a thing. I don't know. I saw it on TikTok. That's where I get all my information.
I have a scar on my forehead, and I used to be tested like that too. I wonder if I have a high IQ.
Take the test right now. To try to remember the what they used to do, the puzzles they used to like try to make you solve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not good at testing, but I used to think I was pretty smart, but not anymore. As an adult, I'm not.
Scar for my sister. When I was a baby, she hit me with my bottle, and it split me open.
Ooh,
so,
you still hold that over her head, don't you?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I believe it.
So, back to gaming. You started with the Nintendo, back where every gamer starts back in the day. Have you considered branching out to other games? I know there's a lot of games out there that a lot of people different play. Arc Raiders, Delta Force,
I do.
Different things.
I played Dune for a while. I just didn't play it like on stream or anything. I really liked Dune. I really did. And I feel like just from watching other content creators that like it's very similar to Arc. I just haven't tried Arc yet because I get very fixated on one thing, and I will dedicate way too much time to it, probably an unhealthy amount of time. And this year I'm working on balance, So I like what I like now, and I feel like when I'm ready, I have to make sure that I'm able to cut myself off, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Arc Raiders has become one of my favorite games to play. Let me rephrase that. It's one of the better games to play. I started off with DMZ, went into Delta Force. I played Delta Force not as often as I do anymore, as I probably should. But I've been spending a lot of my time on Arc Raiders, and it's pretty fun. It's pretty entertaining. It's a game. It's definitely a game, but it's an interesting, fun game.
Yeah, with me though, I didn't feel like Dune was like intuitive on the controller, so I started playing at mouse and key. So that was like another challenge to overcome. And I love to learn. If I'm not good at something, I need to work on it until I'm good at it. So I actually got pretty decent on mouse and key. The reason I started to play is my cousin's in the military, and I haven't seen him in a long time. So he was overseas, and he's like, "Can you please download this game?" Da 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 da. And it was a nice way to kind of visit with him in a way. And my other cousin, who actually lives an hour away from me, but he's like, that little brother that you just want to like put in a chokehold at all times. Luckily, we're the same size, so sometimes I do that. And people have to separate us, and I'm well into my 30s. He's only 2 years younger than me, so. But it is a good way to like spend time with them, But then they started telling me what to do, and they're younger than me, and I couldn't handle it, so I went back to DMZ. But it was a lot of fun. I liked it, so I probably will get into Arc Raiders. Like I said, I have to make sure I have the time for it.
Yeah, it's a fun game. I don't know what else to say. It's a fun game.
My barber tells me the same thing. He will, every time I see him, he's like, "Have you started yet? And he gets super into it, and he tells me, and he's like, "I'll help you out, and I'll do this for you." And I was like, "I'm going to get on there, man. I promise I am." Yeah. Yeah. But I haven't touched Dune in like a month. So all my shit is gone. I know that for sure.
I've never played Doom. I don't think I have. I can tell you right now, I haven't played Doom.
Dune. Like the,
Oh, DUNE. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, the new one, Awakening or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember names very well.
That one. I haven't played it.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I like it. It's a lot of grinding, a lot of like, resource collecting, trying to get, the skills and, picking what side you want to be on and all that stuff. It was really fun. And I like the movie. I know that it was a book before, right? Taking off from the game. I don't know which way it started, but my cousins have been like, trying to beg me to come back, and I'm like, no, because you guys tell me what to do, and I'm just collecting resources for you. But the most fun part for me was like building your base. So I wasn't even doing a lot of other things other than building my base and like, trying to get like the architecture and stuff right. And oh man, I watched a ton of videos on that, and then I spent way too much time, and then I didn't like the way it looked, and I tore it down, and I tried again.
So something that just popped into my head. So they have Halo coming to PlayStation, and you're on PC right now currently. Have you thought about maybe getting the Game Pass to play Halo?
I have a PlayStation. I do have a PlayStation. I started streaming on PlayStation actually, and I didn't ever play games on my PC because I was playing Red Dead, and I lost a bunch of it crashed my computer, so I lost some work that I was doing, like editing stuff. Mm-hmm. So I decided after that I wasn't downloading anything to my PC unless it was like work related. But then I got a job editing for they were like a commercial real estate company. So I was editing videos for them, like short form content. Yeah. And so I got a Mac because they worked off Mac, and that was like a little bit of a transition for me because I hadn't had a Mac since like 2010. But when I did that, I was like, okay, I'm going to sell my PC now. And then I was like, well, I still have games on there, and I could, play, certain things. I kept both, but I didn't start streaming on my PC until much later because I in theory, I thought I had all the equipment to like be able to stream, and I didn't want to spend any more money than I have already on like all the stuff that I have for my videography stuff. But then I ended up buying a new mic and the Elgato and then the XLR and Stream Deck. And I already had, do you guys know what a loop deck is?
I don't know.
I know what a loop deck is.
Yeah. So I have two of those for editing, which I love, but the software they sold it out to Logitech, and it's terrible. Like it's just gotten so bad. And I was like, I'm not buying a Stream Deck. I'm not spending the money. Next thing you know, I had a bad day, had a little retail therapy, and I have a Stream Deck now. So I have too many peripherals,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think you'll give Halo a shot once it comes to PlayStation?
100%. I used to have an Xbox. I played Halo for a long time. Yeah. I gave it away to my sister, though.
I do like that they're bringing Halo finally to PlayStation because that was an exclusive like Xbox game,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like Forza and stuff like that. So it's nice that they're finally switching over or allowing PlayStation guys to finally have that.
I will be playing that 100%. I didn't hear that though.
Should have that. Yeah, yeah. It's supposed to be coming out this year. No, at the end of the year, or maybe next year sometime.
That's exciting.
It is. Like, I played Halo the Infinite on my Xbox, and that was exciting. It was different than the original.
Yeah, I remember playing the original Halo on the original Xbox when it first came out. That was fun. That was one of the only reasons I ever owned an Xbox was for Halo. So that, and of course Forza. Other than that, like, I've always been a PlayStation guy.
I still
Xbox person.
I still have my Xbox, and I bought a PlayStation 4 just for Spider-Man when Spider-Man came out.
You got the Spider-Man edition?
My God, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Oh. And I sold that one, and then I got a PS5 like 2 years ago. But that was for Last of Us. I wanted to play Last of Us. I mean, I could have played it on the PlayStation 4, but all my friends had the PlayStation 5. I was like, I really want it. So I got it for my birthday.
So it says that Halo's supposed to be coming out in 2026, but there's no specific date on when it's supposed to be released. Just as sometime this year. So keep your eyes peeled for that one.
Yeah, you got me excited. Now I'm like, let's go.
Yeah. So everybody in the past like month or two, everybody's been doing the PlayStation only lobbies. Now it's hard to find people to play with now because they only want to play PlayStation lobbies because there's no cheaters in there. What's your outtake on that? What's something that you would do to...
I thought about going back and streaming that way. I don't know how everybody's making them look so great. Like I've watched Dylan and I've watched Haste, and it just looks great. Lando's looks great. Mine doesn't, and I can't figure it out. I don't know if it's just because my computer isn't like as good as theirs or what settings they have. I've looked at those videos and it just doesn't look great. And then I feel like they're much better players, that they can get away with like the slight loss and like visual stuff. I don't feel like I can get away with that because I'm not that good. So I need to be able to see players, and I need to be able to like hear better. And those are and we're talking about it's very, very small performance from what I have to from the PlayStation to my PC, but I need that. I need that extra advantage. Yeah. But the few I've played, I think I did 2 streams last week, and I'm going to knock on some wood. I really didn't run into that many cheaters, but it had gotten really, really bad. I don't know if they're onto something else, but then they're dealing with the lobby crashes still, and they're dealing with dupers still. And unfortunately for them, they're dealing with, the transition, the input lag or whatever, the mouse XL, whatever they're dealing with. But I don't have that issue because I'm a roller player,
Oh no, you're a controller player.
I
am. No, I used to play mouse and keyboard on my PS5. That's how I always played it. Like, there is that input, but you gotta do it like wired. You can't really do a wireless mouse and keyboard, so it has to be wired in, so you don't get that input lag.
Well, and that's another issue too. I think it's been it's like 8 months or so. I have the Scuff Envision Pro, and that's PC only. I can't use that one on my PlayStation, so I would have to go back to my old controller. And my issue with that is I have little hands. I have the Razor Wolverine, the first one, not the newest one they just came out with, but it's Xbox style, and which is why I like the PlayStation one. But I need the extra buttons. I like the extra buttons, and for streaming too, it's like very convenient to be able to like mute Discord and like the little G buttons on the bottom with the Scuff Envision. So I don't really know if I want to go back and change my muscle memory again.
Have you ever looked into the Battle Beaver?
I have, but it just seems like too much money.
Well, yeah, it's a little expensive, but you got all the back buttons on the back, and it's the size of the. I don't know if it's this. I don't have one, so I can't talk on the size of it. But from what I've seen and what I've heard, it's like almost like an Xbox controller, but with like the buttons on the back, the paddles, and stuff. I don't know. A lot of people use it on their PlayStation.
So I don't know if you've seen the Wolverine and the Scuff Envision Pro. They actually have 6 buttons. So the Scuff Envision was a little hard to get used to, but now I'm definitely used to it by now. But it has 2 on the side, and then it has your 4 back buttons. So technically I have 6. And then the Wolverine's the same way. But I like the layout of the Wolverine where the extra buttons are, because they have like it's 3 technically on each side. So you have your R1, R2, and then it's an M1 and then an M2, and it's on the trigger fingers, like right there. So that one's easier to get to in some respects, but the back buttons are terrible. I actually kind of ghetto rigged it. I tied zip ties to the little bumpers on the bottom so I could reach them easier because I have little hands. And that's the problem, is like every time you read a review, it's mostly dudes and they don't have that issue. So I didn't even think about it until I already had it. Yeah. And I'm also too impatient to wait for a battle fever because you have to like custom order them and stuff.
Well,
I don't know.
They can customize it to your hand size. I
don't think. No, because they're just. I thought they're just using a PlayStation 5 controller and then just adding the buttons to it.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they do.
If they can customize it to the operator's hands, maybe they can make it a little smaller and a little thinner, and you can just have your own customized. I mean, it's something to look into, and if they can do that, it'd almost be worth it to wait.
It would if I wanted to. Have I mentioned how much money I've spent on my hobby? Because this is my hobby, And I always tell myself, I was like, well, people who play golf, they spend a ton of money. And working at a pool hall, knowing how much these guys spend on like pool sticks, I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing that bad.
I'm not doing that bad.
No.
Now, this is a question that's been going across pretty much all the platforms, all the Twitch, Kick, YouTube. The rumor of DMZ 2 coming out. I can't wait for it. If it really is coming out, I can't wait for it. I can't wait to play it. Would you consider playing it if it did? Obviously, you play DMZ right
in a
now.
heartbeat. In a heartbeat, I'd pay the money if it's a standalone game and they're charging. In a heartbeat, yeah, I'd be the first one on there.
I think
pre-order it. I'd buy all the bundles. If you've ever seen how many operators I've had, you'd be sick. You'd be sick to your stomach how much money I've given Activision.
The only operator I ever bought was the Shredder. That was it. It's the only one I've ever bought. Even in Modern Warfare 2, I bought a ton of bundles. I had to stop though because I did the Ninja Turtles. Yeah.
And then I really wanted the Beavis and Butthead one. I love Beavis and Butthead. I actually have it on my soundboard. I'm controlling. But I was like, no, I'm not giving them any more money. Especially like, after dying to cheaters 20 times, I was like, no. But I did play, I haven't played the new Warzone, but I did play Warzone for a while. I just didn't stream any of that. I just did that on the side because I liked it. And then when Casuals came out, I was feeling myself. I was. Yeah.
Casuals is pretty fun. When I used to play DMZ when I died to cheaters 50 times in a row, I'm like, I need to go do something that I can win on. I'd go over to Casuals and I play a little bit of Casuals. Make me feel good about myself.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did too.
Yep. And then
there's not as much engagement though, I feel like on Warzone. Like, one, obviously there's a lot of bots and you're playing not real people. But even the people that get on there, they don't talk on their mics, and sometimes that's okay with me because sometimes I just want to shoot people,
Yeah, just want to throw a grenade at somebody and let it be.
Yeah,
and it's legal.
I did concern my therapist for a minute because she's like, "Well, what do you like to do?" I said, "I like to murder people on the internet," and she's like, "What?" I was like, "Oh, in a video game. Don't contact anybody, please. I'm normal. I promise."
I was always told it's an unhealthy way to relieve stress, but as long as you're relieving stress and getting that self-care done, who can complain about the way you get it done? So.
Yeah, somebody, I'm not going to say who, bought me a digital addiction book. I was like, wait, you don't know me? No, I just thought you would think it was an interesting read. Sure.
Read.
Yeah. So, I'm more of an audiobook person though.
So after your gaming is set aside, after your hobby is completed, I'm pretty sure you're never going to get rid of your hobby. No. Nobody ever does. What's next for Fiasco?
I want to keep doing stuff with video. I'm actually working on like a little short film right now, and it's just for fun. Again, the world's so hectic and like life is stressful, and just working on little passion projects has been like the only thing that helps me. And then, like I say, like it makes, if I have some idle hands, I always say idle hands, the devil's playground. So as long as my hands aren't idle and I'm doing something actively, it helps me out, not have to like be so stuck in my head, Yep. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I don't know if I would ever put it out to the world. It might be just for me and for like friends to like watch, but I thought about it, like on a different channel or something. But I don't think it would be for the Fiasco channel. This one that I'm working on, it wouldn't be for that.
A lot of people do the second channel. Some people bring up cooking channels. They cook, they arts and crafts, different things like that. That'd be pretty cool. And you said you were getting a short film out. Yeah.
I'm working on a little short film idea. I love videography. I love cinematography. Just every time I watch a movie, I'll stop the movie to like point out, how beautiful a shot is, or like, oh, how did they do this? And I'll like Google it. But yeah, that's always been an interest of mine.
See, when I watch watch movies or something, I always stop and point out like, oh, look, they made a mistake. That towel was on the left side. Now it's on the right side.
Yeah, continuity stuff. Yeah.
And then like you mess up the whole video because of that. The whole movie's done.
I did. There was a reality show I was watching, and I was like, I guarantee I could point out who a certain videographer was because of how badly they messed up their shots. Like the white balance was off on one of them terribly. You could tell they only cut to it when they needed to. And then like there was a couple shots where it was super grainy. And I was like, I know, that's the same guy. It's got to, or girl, whoever. That's the same person. And, when you've paused something so many times to point it out, people get a little annoyed. But I'm like, I can't help it,
Yep, I know that one. I get chewed out all the time for that. You really should just let the movie play through. Well,
yeah. No, I want to talk about it.
No. That shoe is untied, or that sock is not the same as the other one.
Yes. It's a curse and a gift, I guess.
So before we started the show, me and you had a little conversation. We were sitting there talking. Now you made a comment about your hair.
I did, yeah.
And how highly flammable it was.
Highly flammable. I'm responsible for like half of the ozone layer hole, whatever. That's me. The hairspray. The amount of hairspray I use.
Now the specific comment, one of the other specific comments I got from that conversation was you mentioned it. You compared it to ramen noodle soup before it's cooked.
Before it's cooked, yeah.
Explain that.
There's a lot of product in there, like a dangerous amount of product. So there's a ride at Universal Studios, The Mummy, and the whole thing on top lights on fire. And I'm telling you that there is a panic that goes through my whole body because it's highly flammable. Yeah. And I said that it's like the Michael Jackson Pepsi commercial. If you've ever seen that, his hair.
Oh my God, I remember that commercial. That was insane. Yeah. Don't ride the mummy. No, don't ride the mummy.
Yeah, it's a genuine fear. It's a genuine concern. So when people are like, "Can I touch your hair?" I'm like, just imagine ramen noodles before you cook them, and that's what my hair feels like. Don't worry. Yeah. Yeah,
hard as a rock. It's like a whole new helmet up there.
It really is. Yeah, that's why when I tell people when I get my motorcycle, I don't need a helmet. It's fine.
She walks around with her own personal Kevlar helmet.
Yeah. My friends were very concerned, and I said, "Well, the reason I haven't done it is because the helmets that I find, none of them have a cutout for the Mohawk." I'm like, "No, you won't have to worry about it because I'm telling you, that thing is a helmet in and of itself, man. But flammable for sure. Don't light your cigarettes around me, please."
And you work in a pool hall, so
yeah. We can't smoke inside though, so
well, that's a good thing.
It's a great thing.
With all the things you serve and your hair, that place is really highly combustible.
Yeah, we used to do these shots called the Flaming Dr. Peppers. And I said, by we, I mean not me. I did not serve any. I'd be like, oh, we don't have that. And my coworkers would be like, yes, we do. I'm like, shut up. Shut up. But now they don't make Bacardi 151 anymore. So, you guys ever had Bacardi 151?
Back in the day.
151 rum.
Yeah, that's how you make a Flaming Dr. Pepper. That's how you light it on fire. But nope, not me. I knew better. I've seen some pretty gnarly stuff go down. A friend of mine he worked at like a Greek place, and so he would do when they did the opa and stuff, he would try to do the fire blowing. He lit his whole beard on fire. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And I don't know if you heard me mention how clumsy I am. Yeah, with my hair, absolutely not. You're not gonna get me.
Not gonna try that one. Nope.
Not a chance. I do. That's mostly because I've learned the hard way, just so you know.
Okay. So, small recap before we move on. You started your career in Nintendo, moving up through Mario 007, got into Call of Duty. You play other games. You played Halo. You're looking forward to playing Halo on PlayStation when it comes out this year. Hopefully, it comes out this year. You know, your hair is flammable. We found that
very
out.
flammable. Mm-hmm.
End up with bruises easy.
I also have a Switch. I played Zelda Breath of the Wild. That was like a different. I never played it on my Game Boy or anything, or on my Nintendo. So that was like a lot of fun to do. Oh, I played what's it called? Why can't I think of it? Wolfenstein. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Where he kills all the Nazis. Nope. I played that on my Switch. But I used to play that on my uncle's old PC. Old PC. What's it called? I can't remember right now. I'm not good with names. Yeah, Wolfenstein. The Colossus, I played that. The New Order. Yeah.
So you've played and reached out to a lot of different games. You only just streamed the DMZ Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's the only one I streamed to. I feel like I don't know if anybody would really want to watch me play the other ones.
So a stream, and 40 can correct me if I'm wrong. I probably am. But streaming is what you make of it, I guess, in a way. You know, you only make it as exciting as it is, or you only make it as boring as it is, or whatever it may be. So, I mean, it really is. It's almost like anything else. You get what you put out of it. You know, you don't put anything into it, you're not going to get anything out of it. You put energy, intensity, and, you know, have fun while you're doing it, you're going to get that back in return. I think it's kind of the same way with everything. Like I said, I could be wrong. It could be and then, you know, every day is what it is. You know, it's going to make or break you.
Yeah.
So
I think you're right. You know what I did think about doing? DMZ Recon, because I have my iPad, so I can stream because I have the Elgato. I have all the stuff for it. I could do DMZ Recon if I wanted to, but I put a poll out and I didn't get a lot of good responses with it. But I think that would be fun because it's still something I know and something that like still like relates to the content that I have out. You know?
Yeah, you could try it. I mean, and you could stream that too. You can stream directly from your iPad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be cool. That'd be interesting.
It'd be fun.
So we're going to go into our next segment is random facts. And for the first one, there's about 5 of them. For the first one, it says a day on Venus is longer than its year. And it says it takes Venus 243 Earth days to rotate once, but only 255 Earth days to orbit the sun, making a day longer than a year. Wow.
That hurt my brain so badly. I'm going to have to Google that and read it again because what?
So it says a day on Venus is longer than its year. It takes Venus 243 Earth days to rotate once, but only takes 255 Earth days to orbit the sun, making a day longer than a year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's only like space is scary, man.
It's like 12 days longer.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't know if I believe that.
No, I had to Google it because I didn't believe it for a second. I was like, no, you're right. Yeah. Wow.
I don't know if I believe that or not.
No, Google says it's true. So I believe everything I read on the internet.
You gotta believe Google. Google doesn't lie.
No, it wouldn't. Why would it do that to me?
I mean, they must have got it from Wikipedia or something.
Well, this is the AI overview. What does NASA say? Yep, NASA says the same thing.
Dang, that's
25. Crazy.
So this one I do believe, because at night you're not gravity putting a stress on your body and making you shorter than what you really are. It says humans are taller in the morning. When you wake up, you're about 1 centimeter taller than at night because the soft cartilage in your spine compressed throughout the day. See, and that's just like gravity pulling you down and squeezing you together. So I believe that one.
Well, you have to add another inch for me because of the hair.
That's true. Yeah, flammable hair. Yeah.
Yep.
I believe that one. And it says sharks existed before trees. Sharks have been around for over 400 million years, while the first trees appeared roughly 350 million years ago.
Ugh. Did you hear about that shark the biggest shark they found that got eaten by something by the Mariana Trench that happened recently? If space is scary, the ocean is scarier.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. And that's when they started thinking, oh, yeah, it's probably in a megalodon somewhere walking around, swimming around the Mariana Trench.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, some tracker they put on, like, the biggest shark they found, and then it was, like, moving at, like, unreal speeds. And they're like, oh, yeah, okay. That's scary.
Let's just send a team down there to go take a look at it.
Well, they've released a bunch of files of, like, weird shit that's been conspiracy for so long that I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to know. I don't think the public's ready, especially after how they reacted to COVID. I'm scared.
Yeah. All clowns, or at least Furbies, have eyes on the front. On the front? Similar predators and Furbies' eyes are located at the front of their heads. Everybody's okay. So you got horses that are like kind of like on the side-ish. You got deer and elk that have eyes on the side of their head. But I don't get that one. All clowns, unless they're referring to clowns as humans.
Yeah, I don't get that one either.
That one doesn't make sense.
Well, it's because clowns are predators. They're evil creatures that like to eat children. Clowns are mean.
Yeah, John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, exactly. They're predators. Look at John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah. Don't never trust anybody that you say all three of their names, especially if they're two first names. Yep. Like a last name that's a first name, I don't trust them either.
Especially if they're walking around in a clown outfit.
You
don't trust
yeah,
them.
Yeah. That's the first one. Yeah, 100%.
Wait, what?
What do you, John Wayne Gacy?
Okay.
Who else has three first names? God, I now have to Google that too. Serial killers. Well, John Wayne Gacy was a serial killer.
Yeah, he was a serial killer clown.
Yeah,
that's crazy. No, I don't even want to look that up. I'll be freaking out.
They based a character on American Horror Story on him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to look that up.
Okay, well, I thought there were more serial killers with three first names, but that's always been a thing with me. Like, cause when I started Tab, I'm like, this guy's got three first names.
Evil.
Yeah, it has to be.
That's how you know they're evil.
Yeah. Actually met a sort of a kidnapper kind of guy once. It was very scary. He was in the news the day after he came to my bar. And they found him with duct tape, a knife, and he was trying to kidnap Lana Del Rey because they were lovers in a past life, according to his social media. And it was a whole news article because he was in my area, but he came to my bar the day before, and my regulars were talking to him. She saw the article and she sent it to me. She goes, "Wasn't this the guy from last night?" And I was like, "Yes." And he made me super uncomfortable. So what was funny about that is he was telling my regulars that he doesn't trust people that don't make eye contact. And there was something about him. I did not make direct eye contact. I tried not to go over there to like talk to him. Your gut tells you a lot of things. Like I was telling you earlier, I've learned to trust my instincts now. I'm like, no, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but at least I'm not, stuck in his car,
I'd rather be wrong
and safe.
Think about somebody's judgment than, or something.
Yeah. No, I'd rather be safe. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so for the last one, this is dolphins give each other names. Dolphins use a unique signature Let me rephrase it. Dolphins use unique signature whistles to identify themselves and call others in their pod. I believe that. I believe that.
Yeah, dolphins are also freaks. You know that? Don't Google that. Don't Google that. Just know. Just know they're freaks.
What do you mean by freaks?
I'll just leave it at that, and then you can know.
Oh yeah, dolphins are weird, man. Like they are really, really weird. I know what she's talking about right now.
Yeah.
SeaWorld. That's all I gotta say. SeaWorld. Orlando SeaWorld to be exact.
Yep.
That poor guy.
Yep.
That poor guy.
Yeah.
Hey Donnie, have you ever seen King of the Hill?
Yeah.
Okay, so whenever Hank wins the swim with the dolphin, or what the episode where Hank wins a chance to swim with dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
Remember what the dolphin did to him?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep. That was based in real life as SeaWorld in Orlando. So that's what she's talking about. They are, they're mammals. That's all I gotta say. They're mammals.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it says that they're pretty
Humans
freaky.
are mammals.
Mm-hmm.
They are.
Complex anatomy, sexual diversity, physical traits, high intelligence, aggression.
Very well endowed for their size. Yeah.
Yep.
Screw being hung like a horse. I want to be hung like a dolphin. I
I'ma
always hear
use
that.
that.
I always hear that. Oh, hung like a horse, hung like a horse. But if you look at it, according, the anatomy of a horse compared to a horse is actually average, right? Not the same with the dolphin. Not.
I don't look at horses like that. So I don't know.
It's the same, But you gotta look at it that way. It's like the dolphin is like
For its size. Okay. We're talking about percentage.
The dolphin's like the OG mudbone of the mammal community.
I'm using that. You should have trademarked it. Sorry.
TM trademark.
Yeah.
Hung like a dolphin.
Yeah.
Hung like a dolphin. I want to make a shirt like that. Hung like a dolphin.
Love it.
Yeah.
It's all right. You can steal it. Just
thank you.
I want 50% of all income.
Okay. Well, 50% of zero is what?
Well, if you sell a shirt for $50, I want 25.
I got it. Okay.
That's crazy. Dolphins are freaky. Dolphins are freaky. You heard
There
that?
was a researcher who had a whole ass relationship with a dolphin.
What?
Yeah. Don't look at look at that.
Yeah.
You don't want to know.
How do you know these things?
I spent a lot of time on the internet, and then
kind of person that looks
Obviously.
up John Wayne Gatesy. All right, she'd be looking at serial killer stuff.
yeah, if I see a fact like that, like you're telling me these facts, I'm googling it because I want to know, and then I'll dive into whatever rabbit hole somebody throws at me.
You wanna hear
Yeah.
Another funny thing about dolphins. Another fun fact: dolphins like to they will have their way with sharks. If you get my drift.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know this?
It's a fun fact. I
don't know if it's fun, but it's probably
it's
a fact.
It's a fun fact. No.
Maybe a fun fact for you.
Yeah, it's not so. Oh, dolphins will actually. So crazy thing is, a lot of people look at sharks like, oh my god, sharks are evil, blah blah blah. I've swam with sharks in Hawaii and stuff. Like I've drove down in the dove down and played with like white tip sharks and stuff like that and messed with them. I won't do that with a dolphin because a dolphin kills a shark. I'm just saying, they say sharks are predator. No, dolphins will fuck up a shark. Like they'll gang up together and beat the hell out of them and kill them. And I'm like, man.
Same thing with orca whales too.
Yeah. All
Free Willy, what's his name? Telecom. He killed 2 people.
Yeah.
Two?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Kiko.
Is that?
Yeah, that was his real name. Will.
I thought it was Telecom.
No,
I think you're wrong. Let's see.
One that played Free Willy was Kiko.
Mm-hmm. I believe you, but I'm still gonna Google it. No, you're right. I was wrong.
See?
Oh
I'm
man!
a fun fact fanatic. All right.
Dang it!
And the only reason I knew his real name because I'm a Free Willy freak. Like I love Free Willy. That was my movie. I've watched them all, including the one with Bindi Irwin.
Yeah. So then, did you like Flipper?
I loved Flipper.
I loved Flipper.
I like the original one. The second one wasn't too great. I like the original OG, like in like the 70s Flipper. Where he was in like the little swampy area, like in like Florida or whatever, like the little Everglades area.
I actually don't think I've seen that one.
That's the OG one. So there's 2 Flippers. There's one that there's one. Let me see. It's kind of like a Free Willy, but how they have the first, second, and third one, and then of course they made the 4th one with Bindi, so it was like a whole different thing. Yeah, it was the same thing. Let me see.
They made a movie, Free Willy movie with Vin Diesel.
No, with Bindi Irwin.
Oh, I thought you said Vin Diesel. I was like, what?
No. Bindi
Okay.
Irwin. Yeah. Bindi Irwin with Steve Irwin's daughter. So
Fiasco sitting over there typing into Google. Did Vin Diesel make a
yeah.
$2 billion movie?
So the original
Yeah, I
one
did.
was in 1963 for Flipper, and then they remade it in '96.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Knows. Yeah, the one everybody else knows. But the original Flipper was made in '63, and so yeah, it was
40?
that was the one.
Oh, look at you.
40. You're showing your age.
You're an OG kind of
You're showing your
guy.
age, bro.
Hey. Yeah, the classic 1962 Flipper was the best one. I'm just saying. So it had Chuck Connor in it.
It's like a flipper snob over here.
No, I'm a movie buff. So when it comes to movies, I'm a fanatic about movies, man. I doesn't care if it's B rated or not. I'll watch it. So I'm just a movie freak.
That means you watched all the human centipedes, the like those weird ones.
Yeah, unfortunately.
How about the walrus one with Justin Long?
Oh my god, that one was weird. No, I liked what was it called? It was it Butterfly Effect? No, was it Butterfly? Which one was it? Oh, what the hell was it? I can't remember the name of it. So this guy, he was like a scientist, and he gets in like this like machine that mutates his genetics into like has the power of a fly. So and he was able to he made him really strong and stuff, and like he was able to pull out his fingernails. It was like a weird movie. Damn it! Now I got the name of that. That was like a long time ago. Oh my
See,
God.
this is what I like about meeting new people. As I think I'm into like really weird things, and then somebody's into weirder things.
Weirder things.
Yeah, you get to know that, and that makes me feel better.
Oh man, you guys are something else.
Teeth. Don't look up teeth, Donnie.
Oh my God, that one's weird. No, yeah, Donnie, right? Don't look. Yeah, don't look
up
that
teeth.
one. Do not look that right there gave me nightmares. I didn't want to do anything forever.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
Like, no, fuck this shit. I'm checking every single time. Like, no, you got me jacked up.
That is a very scary movie.
That is a weird.
That is true horror.
That'll make any man go, oh,
yeah. Yep.
That hurt me just thinking about it. Oh God, you brought that movie up. No, what's that new movie that came out? It's called Together or Linked Together or something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
No. But I want to know. My poor Google.
I want to say it's called Together. Damn it, what is it called? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's called Together. Okay, it's about. It has what's his name? Dave
Franco brother.
Dave Franco in it. All right, and Allison Brie. They pretty much so they go to this random, I guess like a house or whatever. So like having troubles like financially. Like he's like job related and then like performance related. And so they go to this place where she, I guess, works with her boss, or it's like her boss or something like that, or a neighbor. I can't remember the exact details, but apparently his boss, they're like her boss or whatever. Oh yeah, it's her boss. Her boss is like, because she's like a school teacher, and he, of course, he's a principal. So his boss is actually two people combined into one, and he doesn't tell him that because of like some ritual in this house that they live in or that they're staying at. Like it's supposed to be like it's like a Mayan or Aztec thing to where if two people are meant to literally be together for life, they will combine together into one and become one person, right? But in reality, they actually become one person. Like they'll start, like he woke up in the middle of the night and her hair was like stuck down his throat and stuff, and like they had to stay apart because if they had relations, stuff started, because it happened inside the school that they got stuck together, and it was crazy. Like it was a freaky movie, and I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, that is a weird ass movie. I'm like, and then at the end they become one person, is like a whole new person.
Well, that's cool because like certain movies, I think Teeth doesn't really teach you anything, maybe. But I like to
make sure you.
It's scary. It's just to scare you. But I like movies like that because it's supposed to represent something, right? Like,
don't ever trust the Mayans because they're crazy freaking witches.
That one. And two, like, I don't know. You think about relationships that are super like meshed together.
Yeah. Teeth reminded me of one thing: always knock before you enter, okay? And make sure you always visit.
Teach you about abstinence.
Make sure you
always look what you're getting into. Like,
Well, you should be doing
Literally.
that anyway, but yes.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
The doctor got attacked. The doctor got attacked. I just watched the movie trailer. The
Yes,
doctor got
yes.
attacked.
You watched the movie.
So you know what that reminds me of, right? So like, what is it in Japan? Is it Japan? Or it might be Europe. Somewhere. I actually might be Europe. So they have like, they called they're like, they implemented this thing to where women have this device,
like a chastity belt sort of device.
not a chastity belt, but it is to
Prevent.
no,
Yeah.
it is to make sure they are for sure known this person is a rapist. Right, so what it was is a woman takes it's kind of like a condom in a way, but the woman, inserts it, and if she gets raped, like if she's going out and just having fun, right, she's getting raped, they have to do like a whole investigation, right? But if a woman's going out and they have this thing inserted, and then a guy rapes her, then it's like he has to go to an actual surgeon to have it removed. Because you can't just cut it off. You have to actually have it removed by like a surgeon. And so what they do is they see that and they're like, oh crap, he's got this on him. Let's we need to call the police. And then of course they arrest him for rape. The only downfall about that is, say y'all both get drunk and then she wants to go over with me.
Oh no.
And she forgets and it's like, oh shit. That she has to be like, no, yeah, my bad. This is an accident. But it has like inverted
Great
teeth.
idea. Yeah, with bad consequences
but it has-
if not used
It has
properly.
it has teeth that go inward, so whenever you insert and you try to pull out, it snags and hooks on. It's kind of like a Constantine wire. You get stuck with that, it hurts.
It's over. It's over. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! How do you know this stuff?
I have heard of it, but I didn't know the details. So now
I gotta
again
look it up,
my
Donnie.
Google. Yeah.
Look it up, Donnie. You're gonna look at it and be like, yeah, that would hurt. It's just like razor sharp points that point in. So when say guy, yeah, it hurts. Like I would be like, no, fuck that shit. No, I'm done.
Nope.
It's like, yeah.
Well, I added it. I added together to my watch list. I'm gonna be freaked out later. Thank you.
What together?
Yeah.
It wasn't really too scary. It was just more like, wow, this is like creepy. Like it wasn't really a scary movie. It was just a creepy movie.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, if I woke up in the middle of the night and someone's hair on their head is like shoved down my throat, I'm gonna freaking go crazy.
Yeah. That stuff freaks me out. Like, you remember? Did you guys watch Last of Us?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So the part where she has got like the stuff coming out of her mouth. That's what it reminds me of. That's freaky.
They come out.
Oh.
What was that? Black Phone? That was a pretty good one. But part 2 was stupid. I was not a big fan.
Oh, there you go. I gotta Google that now.
Yeah, don't watch part 2. Part 2 was a waste of money on Amazon Prime. It was so stupid. I was not a fan of it. It was one of those movies that like the prequel is always like worse. Kind of like what was it? Shit. There's a lot of movies like that. What was it? Ghost Rider. Nicolas Cage. First one, amazing. Second one, stupid. Black Phone was the same way. It was like low budget.
There's a lot of movies like that.
A lot, yeah.
A lot of the Fast and Furious movies are like that. The first one was good. The other 20 of them are no.
Yeah, don't.
Hey.
The Mermaid 2, don't watch it. Oh, this looks
Alrighty.
interesting. Want to watch. There you go.
Watch list.
Thank you so much. I actually don't watch a lot of movies, but now I have 2 in line. There's another weird one with Demi Moore that she just did. What's it called? Forget. But it's supposed to be freaky like that. The Substance.
Oh, yeah.
I want to watch that one.
Alrighty. So, as we move towards the end of the show here, we usually do, like I mentioned earlier, we do the inspirational quotes or the thought of the day. If you ask, I know you said something about you might have one.
I do.
Alright, if you want to share it, go ahead.
Mark Twain has a lot of good ones. I'll say that. But my favorite is, it ain't what you don't know that gets you in trouble. It's what you know for sure that ain't so. And I think that, like, kind of like what we're talking about, like, for example, if we were to watch that movie and you get a certain, like, interpretation of it, I think that if people get stuck on what they perceive, that's where it causes, like, trouble. And that's, like, just a very small part of it. I think that's where we're at in life now. People are so stuck on their ideas. There's no give or take. So I think that you should just say, I don't know. I'm not sure. That's how I feel about that. It is.
I'm here. I thought you were going to use I want to be hung like a dolphin quote. All right.
That would have been way better.
You could. You know what? Go ahead and add it. Go ahead and add it.
Go ahead and add it. I'd rather be hung like a dolphin than hung like a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Put that on a t-shirt.
If you want to be hung, make sure you be hung like a dolphin.
Yeah.
Alrighty. With that.
Poor Donnie. Edit. You can edit that out. You can edit it out, right?
No, that's staying in. That's staying in. All this is going to stay in. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you for listening in. We'd like to thank Fiasco for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's a lot of fun.
For assisting us.
Yeah, last minute.
Last minute. I'm sorry. I was going to ask you earlier in the week, but I completely forgot.
You're good. You're good.
But I'll get a hold of you for the next one coming up, 40.
Yeah, definitely. Now that I just stream full time and I'm retired, so.
Yeah.
Are you? Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's always fun, huh?
Yeah.
Sit at home, make money, not do anything.
Well, I wouldn't say not doing anything, but okay, I agree with you.
So please stay safe wherever you go and whatever you do. And remember, don't overthink it. We'll see you.
Be good or be good at it.